This is where all the magic happens. It's not a party until shards of metal and glass are flying around. This is America, manufacturing in business. What's going on, Forge Nation? We are at Fabtech in Chino, California. You may know them from their suspension, leveling kits, shocks, all sorts of awesomeness in the off-road world. Well, they just so happen to be working on your 2021 brand new Bronco for the SEMA show. One of the awesome things about building a Bronco or even a truck or rig for SEMA, especially a new platform, is you actually get your hands on the development, the R&D process, working out the different specifics to make sure everything fits correctly. And as you may know by now, our Bronco is going to be a monster. So without further ado, we got to check it out and see what's going on. We're getting some fenders, leveling kit, some other awesomeness. Should be fun. Let's do it. All right, so here's what's in your Bronco. We got the front and rear coilovers and shocks by Dirt Logic. Love the reservoirs. We're going to see how that performs out there. If it's as good as everyone says it is, it's going to be pretty awesome. The rear links are heavy duty. Check these. Oh, yeah. Love some rear link suspension. This is going to add for additional travel, make sure that axle can move all around. And then the upper control arms. Check out these bad boys. Stainless steel. This is chrome. Chromoly. Yeah. Are made out of chromoly. Super robust, heavy duty. This is going to be really rad. Look at that. The expert in me didn't know this. Chromoly is the type of metal alloy that's used on all NASCARs and all race trucks that is extremely durable, heavy duty, still relatively lightweight, and is great for tubing and all sorts of different applications. So your upper control arms on the Bronco, made out of chromoly. Be honest. Leave a comment below if you knew what chromoly was, because I didn't. We got R&D over there. Once they spec it out and figure out, okay, this is exactly what I need, they send it to the robot, who then builds it, and everything that you find on Fabtech is built in this building. Is that it? That everything? You don't see that anymore. Sounds like freedom. This is awesome. Laser beams. Oh, look at that. Sweet. All the different welding bays here where the products go that pile it up, getting it ready for paint. And what's awesome about Fabtech is the paint will coat the different weld joints to give a really even finish, and then also leaves a little bit of texture for powder coating as well. It's all done here. This is incredible. I feel like we need to make something. Get me on a welder, sign me up. Check out this beast, 3500 XD dually sprinter van. And if anyone's ever wanted to try and go off-roading or overlanding in a sprinter van, it's hard. There's a lot of weight. Fabtech is the solution for you. We've got the reservoir shots, those Dirt Logic shots and coilover springs allow all of the weight of this to be carried, and you can still go off-roading. That is pretty rad. Do me a favor, smash that like and subscribe button if you want us to give away a sprinter van that's off-road ready and capable. Smash it, do it. This thing is rad. All right, so we got our Bronco here. This thing's gonna be dialed in for SEMA. Fabtech has already decked it out. They're gonna keep it for another week, fiddle around with it. Who knows what they're gonna come up with. I'm excited to see this on it. This is the size of the tires that we're going. These are 37s. Oh no, these are 37s. We're going bigger than this. We're going 40s. Those are freaking so big. All right, 40s, why not? Yeah, we'll see where we end up. But behind us, we got the hybrid Jeep. What Fabtech was telling me, see their coil springs right there. They, this is like a little playground. They take the new vehicles and they try and figure out aftermarket products. How can we make OEM better? The Jeep, the hybrid, is much heavier than your standard Jeep Wrangler. So with that, there's all sorts of different things that you have to think about, from the coils and the suspension and the amount of weight that you have. But yeah, it's cool. This whole place is it's a fun off-roading playground. Got a Gladiator out there. That thing looks rad. That's just coming in for some bolt tightening. And then a few Ford truck guys out there. Behind me is an F-150 with a 6-inch lift, Dirt Logic shocks, and it just got passed for safety testing. So you're gonna see that product on the market here soon. I know there's a lot of you that want a bigger lift kit on your full-size truck, and you gotta go to Fabtech for that. So the suspension that we're running on the Bronco is a Dirt Logic reservoir shocks with stainless steel body. These are fully customizable. You could really dial it in, which you don't see very often. And the fact that this is one of the first Broncos to have it in the market and at SEMA is pretty special and exciting. So big shout out to Fabtech for that. We're excited to see how it goes on the trail. But I think first things first, we need to put some big old monster tires. You got to get some different fenders on here to fit it. Probably gonna have to trim some other stuff. There's still a lot of work to do. I'm here with Steve from Fabtech, R&D extraordinaire. He's the expert on everything Fabtech. We got some upper control arms here. These look beefy and heavy duty. Have you driven it yet with this on?
Yes.
Okay, and before and after? Stock versus Fabtech.
The biggest thing with the A-arm is, you know, we're gaining strength, but we're also gaining the ability to have more travel and change this angle to get it where we want it at the ride height that we create.
Yeah.
So.
And how high are we gonna go?
We're at 3 inches, but we've ran this thing up to 4.5 and it aligns fine.
Nice. So 40s aren't gonna be a problem at all?
I think the biggest problem with the 40s is going to be up here.
Yeah, we'll get rid of those.
Yeah, these are going to have to be gone. With 37s, we set it up to where it comes all the way into the steel.
Oh, nice.
So.
All right. What about 42s?
I don't think you're turning it. You better take the whole fender off.
Just go straight. We'll just go straight.
Yeah.
Straight lines. Easy. All right, we'll go 40s then. 40s seems doable. All right, so overall impression of the Bronco so far? First time riding it, new platform.
I would say everyone's going to compare it to a Jeep. I would say that it's not a Jeep. It's not going to go through giant rocks.
Yeah.
I think it's a great dual sport.
Yeah.
You get the fun in the desert, and you can do, you know, some minor rock crawling.
I agree. All right, sweet. Love the upper control arm. It's gonna be really fun because we ripped it stock out in the desert, kind of same what you guys did for your testing. And yeah, the control, the handling, it reminded me a little bit of our TRX. Like honestly, especially cornering, it was really fun. So it'd be great to see how that does. And in the back, we got some other magic happening. So what's going on back here?
Okay, so we did a 2.5 inch coilover. We actually got 1 inch plus extra travel out of it from what it was stock.
Oh wow.
You know, and obviously you're gaining, you know, a larger piston, more oil, all those things. We were able to tune the coil rate the way we wanted it. The one thing I didn't like about it stock is I felt like the back was rigid.
Yeah.
And
that's the IFS versus the standard axle, or just in general?
I just personally felt like the spring rate was a little heavy. I don't know when they were testing how much weight they put into it and all those things, but this is fully adjustable, so you can change your ride height after the fact, after you load the whole vehicle. Nice. The lower link is ours. What we did was we went to a very heavy wall tubing. This is similar to what we run on all our Jeeps. Take a rock hit real well, you know, ran a stiffer bushing, and then if you look down here, there's an adjustable joint that also has a 1 inch uniball in it.
Oh wow.
So that's helping with articulation also, because the factory joints were stiff when you try to articulate it. You can see the difference just on a forklift picking it up.
So from your guys' perspective, new platform, starting from scratch, Ford gives you some like general specs, but until you put your hands on it, is that when you don't know? And do you get like excited? This is got to be the fun part, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. All I did is I've been trying to get one of these forever. Yeah. I mean, it feels like it's just been a battle, but it's here and we're just hauling butt on it. So nice. It's great.
And then what are some challenges that you have to overcome typically whenever you get a new platform?
It's everything. It just depends. I mean, the last Tahoe was straight axle in the rear. It was, you know, linked in the back, IRS. So all of it's a challenge, but you like to see new, different stuff because it's, you know, it makes it exciting and fun to try and, you know, build something that's better than what was already there.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
So when a customer comes in to one of your distributors and or they're building a Jeep or anything else, what is the typical process that you like to tell them if they want to do some adjustments? What do you look for? What are some things that are like, I mean, having all that freedom to do it, I feel like people will just start doing things when they don't know, well, but what are you looking for?
It depends. I mean, we give you recommendations on where everything should be.
Yeah.
Okay? If you go beyond those recommendations, then, you know, and you call us and you don't like the way it's working, we're going to tell you, well, you went past those points. I mean, that's all you can do. The only other thing you can do is make everything rigid, and nobody likes that when they have aftermarket stuff. They like to be able to play with it. So
yeah, awesome. Well, I love what you guys have been doing here. It's great to finally get Fabtech on one of our rigs, and Steve, thanks for walking me through the process. We'll see you at SEMA.
Nice to meet you.
Let's do it. Yeah,
Take care.
Fun. Huge shout out to Fabtech for hooking us up with all of this awesome gear on your Bronco. If you want to check out what Fabtech has to offer, go to fabtechmotorsports.com. And in the meantime, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Helps us beat the algorithm, and you get new Bronco content every time we get it. We're building this Bronco for SEMA. It's going to be a monster, and then we're giving it away. That's simple. We're going to build it. Everyone's going to see it. Then we're going to give it away to maybe someone watching right now. So if you want to learn more, hit that subscribe button, and we will get motivated to produce more content. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Bring on the wild.